Hello everyone, welcome back to the worksite where every sunrise brings new challenges, new energy, and new determination. Today, we celebrate something truly special, the spirit that never fades. It's the spirit of hard work, dedication, and teamwork. Here, every drop of sweat tells a story. Every effort builds not just structures, but dreams. So, sit back, relax, and join us as we follow another powerful day filled with effort, laughter, and pride. Because on this site, one thing will always stay the same: the spirit of hard work never fades. The morning begins with the sound of engines roaring and tools clanking. Workers put on their helmets, tighten their gloves, and step into another long day. Some lift heavy steel bars, others guide the machines with precision. The rhythm of teamwork echoes across the site. They move like one body, steady, focused, and strong. A cup of tea, a smile shared, a quick joke between tasks. Even in exhaustion, laughter still finds a way. Because hard work is not only about strength, it's about spirit. The spirit that says, no matter how tough it gets, we keep going. The sun rises higher, the heat intensifies, sweat drips down faces. But no one stops. Every beam lifted, every nail hammered, every wall raised, it's all part of something bigger, something that will stand tall for years to come. Each worker knows, these aren't just bricks. Their effort, time, and sacrifice. Behind every structure, there's a story of someone who gave their best. There's beauty in that. The beauty of motion, of focus, of unspoken teamwork. When one slows down, another steps in. When one struggles, others lend a hand. Together, they keep the spirit alive. Lunch break comes brief but well-deserved. The workers sit in the shade, sharing food, laughter, and silence. It's not luxury, but it's peace. Their eyes reflect both fatigue and pride. They know how far they've come, and how much more lies ahead. Even in moments of rest, you can feel their dedication. The tools are quiet, but the determination stays loud. Some check their work, others simply watch the structure grow, like watching a dream slowly take shape. Afternoon arrives, the toughest part of the day. The sun hits hardest, yet no one gives up. Machines roar again.
Oh my god, no!
Sparks fly, dust rises. Every second matters. Every movement counts. There's no giving up here. Only forward, only stronger. Because this is what they do best, turning raw materials into reality. Turning effort into something that lasts forever. And in every hammer strike, in every lifted beam, you can feel that unshakable truth. The spirit of hard work never fades. Evening light begins to fall. The sky softens, the wind cools, and the site slowly quiets. Faces are tired, but smiles remain. Today was long, hard, and beautiful. The workers clean up the area, store their tools, and share one last laugh. They may be covered in dust, but their hearts shine with something cleaner than gold: pride. Because at the end of the day, they've built more than walls and beams. They've built progress. They've built tomorrow. The golden light stretches across the site. Long shadows dance between steel bars and unfinished walls. The noise begins to soften, but the spirit remains. Everywhere you look, there's movement, quiet, steady, purposeful. Some workers are still tightening bolts, others smoothing out the last layer of concrete. Each task, no matter how small, matters. Because it's not just about finishing the job, it's about finishing it right. The air is cooler now, but the tiredness has settled deep. Yet you can still see focus in their eyes. They've been here since sunrise, and still, there's no sign of giving up. One worker checks the level of the beam again and again, making sure it's perfect. He doesn't rush. Patience is part of the craft. Beside him, another sweeps the dust from the pathway, clearing space for tomorrow's work. Every gesture speaks of pride. They don't need applause. They don't need fame. Their reward is simple: the quiet satisfaction of seeing progress with their own hands. A truck rumbles in the distance, carrying materials for the next day. The smell of wet cement mixes with the cool evening breeze. The site looks alive even as it slows down. This is the beauty of labor: movement within calm, discipline within fatigue. The workers exchange nods, small words of encouragement that mean everything after a long day. No fancy speeches, just brotherhood, unspoken and strong. In one corner, a young worker leans against a beam, watching the sunset through the cranes. He's new, his hands still learning, his body still adjusting to the weight of the job. An older man walks by, gives him a pat on the shoulder. No words, just a gesture that says, "You're doing fine." This is how knowledge passes on here, not through classrooms, but through shared sweat, silent lessons, and mutual respect. Every generation builds on the last. Every wall holds more than concrete, it holds memory, experience, and heart. The light fades slower now. Voices echo softly, some laughing, some humming tunes.
What?
Someone pours water over dusty hands. Another wipes sweat from his forehead, looking at what they've achieved today. It's not done yet, but it's progress. And progress, no matter how small, is always worth celebrating. That's the secret of real strength: not perfection, but persistence. The workers start packing up tools, checking each piece carefully before locking them away. Every hammer, every wrench, is part of their daily rhythm, their instruments of creation. The clang of metal fades slowly into the background, replaced by the soft hum of the evening wind. The site looks peaceful now, but you can still feel its pulse, like a heart that never stops beating. So as the night deepens, remember this: every beam that stands, every floor that holds, every wall that shelters a family is proof that hard work lives forever. Machines may rest, days may end, but the spirit of hard work, that quiet, unshakable fire, never fades. See you in the next story, where sweat turns into strength, effort turns into progress, and every day becomes a tribute to the workers who never stop believing. Until then, stay humble, stay strong, and keep building your world, one honest day at a time.